Okay, today we're gonna try to tear down and fix one of these babies. Scale trains, locomotive. It's got ballast jammed up in the gears, so it wants to go, but it can't go. So let's get started ripping this baby apart. That's all I'm gonna do on this video, and I'll make another video to assemble it. Anyways, first, before you slip it on its lid, you want to make sure there isn't any details that are going to get crushed. And that horn looks low enough, so should be okay there. And maybe we'll zoom this in a little bit. There we go. Let's give that a try. Alright, first you gotta take the couplers off, which is just two itty bitty screws. This one out, this one looks like it's jammed anyways, or broken. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a pretty long video. Oh, nice. I don't remember if I've had this particular one apart, but in theory, come on. Ooh. In theory, once you get the screws and couplers out, you can see that. We're just gonna give it a tug. Hey, look at that. I don't know if we can only be so lucky on this end. And it's giving me a fight. Alright. There's a way around that. Got a slotted screwdriver. I'm going to use that to pry against the truck and just give her a twist. And there she goes. Alright, both of those are out. The tool's out of the way so we don't scratch it. And we'll grab it by something that shouldn't break. Yeah, this bottom plate's screwed on. Let's give it a little wiggle and see if we get anywhere. Hey, what do we got here? Oh, oh. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Just pops right off, and I can almost say for certain that I probably haven't been in here just simply because of the beautiful way the wires are routed there. Looks like there might even be a special clip to route them. Alright, anyways. Alright, the next step is going to be, there are clips right here, and here that clip on, and they hold the worm gear in place, and they hold everything together. They hold the copper pickups in place. Yeah, so it's a pretty important piece. You don't want to break it. And the way I've been getting it out is without tearing up your airlines. It'll just press it from the bottom there. We'll just take my X-Acto and we'll just give her a nudge. Alright, I believe that side's off. This side. Now I don't know which side's, there it goes. I don't know which side's jammed up. So both sides get cleaned. And it looks, look at that. The other side popped back on. Alright. See if we can get this here. It has to be Okay. Yeah, when you pop one side off, the other one comes perfect. Goes back on. So what we're going to do, see if we can somehow do both at the same time. Yeah, I knew this video was going to take longer. Come on. There it went. Alright, when that piece pops out, I don't know, if you're lucky, okay, yep, just fell right out. Now you got your drive shaft and your worm gear. That just rests in there. And what you can do is just lift that up and out. Now there's a bushing on the end that's probably going to fall off. Do not lose that, obviously. Okay, there's your worm gear. You want to see the bushing? There's the bushing right there, and it's got a fat end and a skinny end. The fat end goes towards the middle of the locomotive, just like that. And what I'll usually do for something like this is I'll take my vacuum, air vacuum. It's got some pretty stiff bristles. Give it a spin as I'm doing it. Nice thing about this is it doesn't completely get rid of all the oil and grease. It mainly just gets the chunks, which is what you want. Okay, this piece should be, that looks good to go. I don't see anything jammed in it. We're going to set that over there. We're going to keep them separate so we can remember to not lose it. Alright, now these are soldered in. So what you have to do, what I do, I'll lay the locomotive on its side. I'll get in here with a flat blade, and you pry these out and pry. You got little tabs on them, so if you pry these out, this will usually just pop right out. One side, yeah, there we go. Alright. And of course you've really got to be careful because it's got these itty bitty tiny, I don't know how that's got. I got to stand up to see how that's looking on the screen. Probably can't even see it. Yeah, here. There. Maybe that's a little better. Anyways, yeah, it just comes in and then down. So when you're taking it out, you kind of just spread the pieces and then just lift it up. So now what you're left with is the two sides that have the brass pickups. You can pull them off, and lo and behold, you have access to your truck. Now let's see if this is the one that's jamming up. Oh, bummer. Doesn't feel like this is the one. But let's see if we can get a good look at it. This is what it looks like. Alright, there we go. This is what it looks like. Obviously there's a lot of dirt on it. And then these wheels just pop right out, and then you can take a brush or whatever to the gear teeth. And the thing I really love about these scale trains is they've got steel pins to hold the idler gears in, and the spur gears and everything. If you look close, you can see them right there. They're all pressed in, just a friction fit. And the other side. So if you see one side that's sticking out, that's not good. You got to press it back in, make sure it's lined up, and then press it back in. And so all I need to do with this one is just clean it out with the vacuum, take a knife in there, make sure there isn't any hair anywhere, make sure every tooth valley's clean. In fact, it looks like I see one there. There's a chunk that needs to come out. Anyways, and then it's basically the reverse of what I just showed you. So that'll be another video, since this one's kind of getting long here. But anyways, yeah, I already did one locomotive. That one's running perfect, running like the day I bought it. So very happy, and soon we'll have this one running just as good. Alright, y'all have a good night. We'll see you in the next video where we try to put it back together.